Alright, we're going to cross over in a minute. Come on. It's freezing cold. We're walking up the hill to my car, which is parked. Well, I can't park at the house here, so I mentioned that, didn't I? Oh goodness, it's so cold, it's so early. We're going to stop for breakfast, of course, which will be I'll use up one of my charging stops that I need to do today. I mean, I could do one long charging stop, but it's just too boring, so I'm just going to do 2 short ones, and besides, nobody's had any breakfast, so it's not a bad idea to stop and get something to eat. Come on, Jazzy, quickly. That's it, run, get yourselves warm. It's like 1 degree outside or something. Yep, it's a little bit chilly, and the heating hasn't had time to do much yet.
So I'm doing it.
I see.
Me and my sleeve.
Excuse me, you can get in the back, but I need to get your seat, so hang on a sec. Here you go, Jazzy.
My seat.
There you go, pop it down.
That's right.
Oh, wow, you made a mess of the front seat when you were in it yesterday, didn't you? All right, time to go. Right, so I'm going to give it a quick ecotricity zap whilst we grab some breakfast and refill my coffee, which is the most important thing for the day.
I don't want any breakfast, I just want some water.
Yeah, we'll get you that too, Jasper. Right.
No, I don't want any breakfast.
Just some water. Gotta get this ecotricity charger thing working first. Okay, so that took about 15 minutes and a phone call to ecotricity. It wouldn't accept my card, my payment, it was a faff, it was just, ugh. Apparently, when I called them up, they did say these are old pumps and they're going to be replaced soon. The sooner the better. I cannot wait. To be fair, though, to ecotricity, these pumps are very old. I mean, I've been using them for like 5 years. And also, the vast majority of the time, they don't get any signal and they just give out free electricity. So, I mean, you can't complain about that, right? But anyway, in this particular case, it did get signal. The app didn't work, the card didn't work, it was all just a great big faffy mess. I'd much rather go to Instavolt and pay twice as much for my electricity, because at least I wouldn't have to stand around for 30 minutes in the freezing cold, okay, not 30 minutes, but 15 minutes in the freezing cold, trying to make the thing work, which of course is 15 minutes that it's not charging. Anyway, I need a coffee, clearly. Got your new Minecraft book and your fruit shoot and your extremely unhealthy looking breakfast. Please don't drop any crumbs, try and pick them all up. Oh, and I've got to say, what an unbelievable faff it was getting the car plugged in and actually charging. I mean, it's working now. And funnily enough, the card that the ecotricity pump was saying, you know, it couldn't authorise, for some reason, guess what? No problem spending it, you know, spending on that card in the service centre. So I don't know what's going on with them. I just, you know, please, contactless payment, people. You know, this whole apps thing is nonsense. You know, it took me like a couple of minutes just to find the username and password to get the app to open. It's just, this is like, you know, 2021. We should not be having problems like that in order to get a charge. The 15 minutes when I wasn't plugged in means that we're here for an extra 15 minutes, or we'll have to charge somewhere else for an extra 15 minutes. So it's like properly dead time when I'm already spending a, you know, reasonable amount of time charging today. It'll probably be about an hour split into 2 sections. So yeah, ecotricity, I appreciate the free electricity in the past, and I have appreciated it, and it's cool, but please put new chargers in as soon as possible, because, you know, the number one thing about ecotricity that is so good is that they do have chargers at every motorway service station. I didn't check an app to come in here and find a charger. I just knew that because this was a service station on a motorway, there'd be a charger. I didn't know if it'd be working, but I was hoping there'd be at least two, because I think all the sites have got two now. So hopefully one of them would be working. And I mean, as it turns out, both of them are working. So that's, you know, for the win. But yeah, it's depressing that we're still having problems like this. Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing everybody else, by and large, in this service station seems to be in a petrol-powered car. That's all I can say. Right, anyway, I'm going to have my breakfast now. I opted for the healthy option. Well, I can't even remember what I opted for now. What did I opt for? Oh, yes. The healthy option. Unfortunately, I missed getting the camera out in time. I just saw an ID4 go past, and earlier today I saw an ID3. So it does look like VW are actually selling, you know, a reasonable number of electric vehicles. Well, just anecdotally from having seen 2 on the road, but that's quite impressive because I've seen like 10 Teslas and like maybe 1 Nissan Leaf, and there's possibly a few other EVs which I just didn't notice en route. But yeah, it's awesome. I love the fact that there are more and more EVs being sold. I just want people to be able to charge when they're at home, and even if they don't have off-street parking. And it would be quite nice if people could charge when they were on their road trips as well, or, you know, longer journeys. Like, this is not a road trip, this isn't. It's only I think it's about 180 miles or 200 miles round trip, somewhere in that ballpark. So not a huge amount. It's just, from a charging point of view, it feels a lot longer because we can't charge at either the destination or back home. Thank God for coffee.
Feet at the back.
Awesome. Does a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, and human arms at the front.
What are those over there?
Chargers.
Yeah, they look like it. They better not be Instavolt chargers. I'm going to go have a quick look. See you in a minute, Jazzy. Now I feel like an idiot. I bet these chargers just work, don't they? I'm not actually sure how Ionity chargers work. I don't know if you can use contactless RFID on them or if you have to use an app. But I'm going to find out in a minute, because that is much more useful looking than those, the Ecotricity chargers. Although, to be fair, the Ecotricity chargers are closer to the actual service station. Not that that's going to help you out much if it takes you 15 minutes to get the charge session started. Now, I was told the way to stop this charge early is to press the button. Yep, it worked. Right, so return to start. Recovery procedure. They asked me to do this. It really is like being back in the dark ages. Let the Lego-based fun begin. I'm very pleased to see that Legoland is still here after the COVID apocalypse. Kilometers of walking later, I am knackered and ready for a good night's sleep. There's just the one small matter of that 100-mile drive home. What I wouldn't give for a self-driving car right now. Oh. Right, Jasper, I think that was pretty good fun. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's go home.
Everyone who's watching this video.
all 2 of you. So we're just doing our last bit of at Hastings charging now. The car says it'll take 55 minutes. Oh my God, I hope it doesn't take that long. We won't stay for that long. What I'll do is I'll just try and put in plenty of charge to get north of London when we leave Hastings. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually quite a big fan of these Instavolt things because they're just so quick and easy. It wasn't clear from the Ionity charger whether you could just pay with contactless payment, which I think is kind of crazy. It should be clear if you can pay with contactless, and if you can't pay with contactless, then quite honestly, I think they should just be illegal. I find this whole app thing to be absolutely maddening. It always makes it take much longer to plug the car in. So like, okay, now the car says 50 minutes left of charging. I don't want to make that 55 minutes, and I definitely don't want to make it an hour and 5 minutes, thanks Ecotricity.
By the way, subscribe or my mum will destroy you while you're sleeping.
You're making your mum sound quite violent, Jasper.
And also,
you heard him.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Oh, your YouTube channel?
Yeah. And forget about his. His is useless.
Oh my goodness. So, stated charging, some work to do. Although, it was interesting that they had like 6 Ionity chargers there. That's actually really encouraging. They could be better signposted. In fact, the whole lot could be better signposted because I just didn't realise the Ionity chargers were there at all. I suppose that's the problem with Ionity versus Ecotricity, is that Ionity aren't at every service station as far as I know, unless they're hiding at the back of all the car parks, whereas Ecotricity really are at every service station, on the motorway at any rate. I still am enormously grateful that this car will charge from anything. It'll charge from a CHAdeMO, it'll charge from a CCS, it'll charge from a Type 2 at up to 22 kilowatts, and of course it will charge from the Tesla superchargers. But yeah, so basically this car charges from basically everything. And that is quite a handful. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, remember to leave a like and share it and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The links are in the description. And, oh yeah, big thank you to my Patreon supporters because, you know, awesome. And I'll see you all in the next episode of the vlog. Bye.
Bye.